about today, and this is Beach of the War Gods.
Beach of the War Gods.
Beach
Yeah,
of,
Beach of
I,
the War
I
Gods.
know, Sharon, that was the face. That was the face. And I said that I said earlier that that kind of title is either like a 70s Roger Corman exploitation type movie, or it's one of these things that has been shot out by an AI algorithm on Amazon Prime. That that just gets made. So Sean, which one is it?
It's neither. It is. It is actually a 1973 film, like a kung fu sword play action film.
Oh yeah.
Um, and so yeah, it's basically a kung fu film. So basically, Japanese and Chinese. You've got the normal story where the Japanese come and they threaten this village. Uh, let's just say Seven Samurai. So it's a Hong Kong version of Seven Samurai, Magnificent Seven,
Oh
where
yeah.
so he starts off with the recruiting of these, a swordsman and a chap who's good with shields and a spearman, and it's basically going to protect this village. Now, the reason I would have thought, the reason I watched this movie is because it's beautifully shot. It is absolutely, absolutely sumptuous. I mean, watching it on a big TV,
Mm.
and I think they must have put it in so beautifully shot. And there's some action sequences, like at the beginning. It's like the spaghetti western where a few of the bad thugs turn up to start with, and they're like, "Rrr, rrr," And it's the thing is, it's not dubbed; it's subtitled, which is always a bonus.
Yeah,
And
one
there's
hundred percent.
a lot of swearing in the subtitles anyway. And there's the classic bit where, the sort of samurai, he's got the hat on that you hardly see. Like they have the big,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
big
yeah. The one I
hat.
called the Raiden hat
The
from
rain, yeah.
From
And he
Mortal
sort of
Kombat.
turns
Yeah.
up and he walks past the thing and pushes up the cap. And apparently, if you look bad, you're supposed to look down and then your eyes look up and they're like, "Who are you?" And so there's that one action scene. And then it goes on to him recruiting these guys, training up the villagers. And then it becomes a little bit like a film called 13 Assassins. But it was a beautiful. Normally, I would hate this, and there's not too much of the jumping around, in some of these films
Oh,
where they
the
jump.
the sort of like wuxia, kind of like the floating and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
jumping
yeah.
and the wire work and all that.
That's it. But that did happen at the end, which was a bit of a letdown, a little bit of a letdown, really, because it went all the way through, and I thought, oh, this is all right, All right, it was a bit choreographed. It was, obviously you could see because I think with these films, the people wait, don't they? Like you can see, you think, why aren't you attacking him now from behind? They sort of wait for him to take out a couple, and then the others wait. The others wait for their time to sort
One
of go
hundred
in.
percent. 100%.
But yeah, but I think the main thing I liked about this is the color and the way it was shot. And this is of this particular genre. This is the sort of thing I would like. I mean, there's no bones about it. It is Seven Samurai, Magnificent Seven
Yeah,
of
yeah.
heroes.
I
You
just
know,
looked this. I just looked this up, and the first thing it says is a take on the classic Seven Samurai.
yeah, 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 yeah. So obviously a Hong Kong version. But it's just beautifully shot. And when all the Japanese turn up on the beach and they've got all all the different colors, all the different types of arms.
Hmm.
So yeah, so it's basically I think this is probably a specific genre for people who like this sort of films. I don't think probably the girls wouldn't like it. They sort of but for me, it's very nostalgic because during the 70s I grew up on kung fu films and spaghetti westerns. So, and I mean that was my staple diet. So, I
You
guess
know,
I guess I've got a lot of nostalgia here.
it's
Um,
funny, right? You say nostalgic. Just before you said nostalgic, I was about to say it sounds like the 13-year-old me would love this movie.
yeah, yeah, exactly,
Just as,
exactly.
and then
And
you said it's
that's
nostalgic. I'm like, yep.
and that's exactly the age I would have been, Toes. I didn't see this. I saw a few, but I didn't actually catch this one. But the
Yeah.
director, I think it's Jimmy Wang. If you've got the thing up, whoever the director is,
Yep.
um, Jimmy Wang. Am I right?
Hang on, let me just find out. Keep talking.
And
Yep,
anyway,
Jimmy Wang, you.
so I saw a couple of films by his called the New Swordsman and things, and they're generally more, should we say, there's a bit more money put into the cinematography and the set pieces.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, this would be a 4 star purely because I enjoyed it so much. But I think for everyone else, it'd probably be like, what? So
What is this piece of?
yeah, exactly, exactly.
What
But
is
I
this
mean, for me,
nonsense?
I mean, I wasn't going to watch it. I thought, oh, it's going to be typical. I've had, that was years ago, not now. But it just really, really, I thought I ended up engrossed in it. So yeah,
All
so
right,
it's going to be a
Beach of
four
the
star
War
this one.
Gods. Okay, good. So every now and then, Prime Video does chuck up something weird that is actually good.
Yeah.
Right.